firing off Shark Scrapper there, who's mouthing away at the moment. It's his fault that I have had to come live. He said I would mention it, and of course I'm going to mention it. Having to go early because of the Americans with their daylight saving time. How unforgivable. Let me see what I'm looking at here. Oh yeah, sorry. First, GR Cat, welcome in. Truck Fan 542, welcome in, and Christopher Jacobs, welcome in. Good to see you all for popping in. Let me pin the thing. Shark Scrappers crew are all coming in now. I think I've seen a little thing pop up to say that Shark Scrappers thing. So GR Cat was first, as I was saying. And let me go back here. Right, here we go. Now, so we're ready to go. Earl Fowler on the way in the door. So welcome to probably maybe a bit longer Scrapping Irish show tonight than I have for the last while. All depends. I know it's 6 o'clock. Flame Shark Scrapper Ian Matthews and it's American times. They've changed times in America, Ian. So they're an hour ahead. So that's why I have to go earlier than usual. It's still going to be a 2-hour show more than likely. Well, not quite 2 hours because it's gone 10 past 7 here now. So it will be 1 hour and 50 minutes of a show tonight, thanks to Shark Scrapper and his American friends. I'm blaming all the Americans. Electronic Scrapper, welcome in. Good to see you. Scrapping on the fly, great to see you. David, good to see you. Truck Fan, good to see you. And I said hi to Earl. Don't forget to hit the like, guys. Link is there for anyone that wants to come up. I think it's there. Let me check. Yeah, link is pinned. Do my hair before I come on. Come on, Ian Matthews. Good to have you in as well, Scrapping on the fly. And here's the guy that I am going to just blame for everything tonight. There he is. There he is. Homestead Scrapper, welcome in. Good to see you. Daniel, good to see you. Yeah, I just get out, just after watching the football match, and I was just cooking something to eat. And next thing I seen this thing about going live and the time change, I go, oh no. E-Waste Mike sent me a little video of that board to cheer me up yesterday. In case I was feeling anyways down, Randy, you want to show me all the gold bits on the board. Look at
that. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe I can't stand the time change. Yeah, these time changes have to stop. Just leave the time as it is and have done with it. God damn it. Why do we need to change the time? We don't need to change the time. It makes no difference anymore.
I don't know. I guess it makes sense at some point, but yeah, any more these days, it's just an annoyance.
Yeah. Look at all them gold fingers. Oh, this is like the old E-Waste Mike when he used to throw the stuff behind him down the basement. You do know you're going to have to pick all them up again later, Mike.
Whatever.
Truck Fan has to go, so Truck Fan, take it easy. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for popping in and stay safe. What's for dinner, Mike?
Homemade apple cake.
Come on. Homemade by you or homemade by someone else?
Homemade by my camera holder, wire stripper roommate.
Okay, there you go.
Did you say that was a cow patty?
Yeah. You want some? Here.
Oh, gee.
Still warm too.
So yeah, Shark. We were all listening to your telling about your plans for when you get up to your new home. When that will be, it'll be. At least you've made plenty of nice contacts now to get moving on.
Yeah. Yep. Got some good contacts lined up. Should be really interesting.
Yeah, and the plastic thing sounds interesting too. If you can find a buyer for your plastics between you, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
It would be. It would be fantastic. Yeah. because that really shores up, some of the things that that just bothers me on a regular basis about where I'm at and what I'm doing right now.
Did I miss someone coming in there? Did I? Or that's just weird. Don't see the person's name on the side, on the StreamYard side, but on the YouTube side, I see a name of. Did I see a name that was different? That isn't showing up on StreamYard. So let me go back. I'm just maybe I'm imagining things. I thought I seen a different name. No, it's gone there now on the YouTube side as well. It was there a second ago. It was a name of William. I think it was William, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just disappeared. Anyhow, that was just weird. There was a name there and it's just disappeared. I've never seen that happen before. So put it back in again if you were there, and I don't know, did someone remove, but I don't think anyone removed it. Maybe your real name showed up and then your channel name came up afterwards. Maybe it's a glitch. Is there anyone in the chat start their name with William? And we'll see. Because I seen a name there a minute ago and now it's gone. Sorry for interrupting you there, Shark.
No worries.
That was just
it's
weird.
It's your freaking channel. You can interrupt anybody you want.
No, that was just weird. Anyhow, yeah, you were saying the plastic thing I find interesting. Because every scrapper knows the plastic is just the bane of a scrapper's life at the moment. Trying to get rid of that plastic. What do you do? Do you put it in the recycling bins? Do your recyclers take it? Does it have to go in the waste bin? Do you have to pay to get rid of it? But if you can get a buyer to get it, then you're on a win-win, aren't you?
Yeah. What do you do with a plastic PC? What do you do with a plastic PC? Hey, we could write a song.
No, we won't write a song. So we won't. No, we won't. So.
Should we write a song about baby sharks?
No, I think someone already did one of them. I'm almost sure someone has a song about baby sharks. I'm almost sure. I might be wrong. I don't know. I think. Next Sunday is a big day. Next Sunday is St. Patrick's Day for all ye non-Irish. It's St. Patrick's Day next Sunday. Remember that.
Hey, we're all Irish on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah. Some more Irish than others. Took me a while to look down, but I was up and then 4 times moving forward, getting gradually. So he's getting a gratulator to sell regriff for 3 times the price. That's nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man. Depending upon what I can get put together up there, I would make the investment in a shredder. So that so that I could shred and bag plastic and be able to sell it properly. That would be fantastic.
Well, welcome in, everyday scholars. Scrabbing the Fly said he doesn't want that song stuck in his head. I don't know which song we're going about. The plastic, or what are we going to do with our plastic, or the Baby Shark song? I don't know which one he's worried about being stuck in his head.
Hey, Shark.
Yes, sir.
What would you grade this board as?
It's really heavy, isn't it?
We got ices across the top, some on the bottom, some in the middle. Got the fingers. Look at that gold.
Yeah.
See that gold? Sparkles in the light. Yeah. And then you got all this garbage.
What is that garbage? What is that?
I don't know. It's little plastic things. And then you got some epoxy tantalums on the bottom. And you got a little bit of trash over here.
And nothing on the back side?
I'm going to have to ask that dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, it would. I think it would be an easy peripheral high grade, but the question might be, could you kind of get it into telecom low grade? Maybe.
That's what a lot of Earl is saying that, and Homestead Scrapper is saying low telecom.
Well, if it goes to low telecom, I'll leave the fingers. If it's peripheral, whack them.
Yeah.
I got like 35 of these.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might be able to get away with.
The date is, you ain't gonna be able to see it. April 17th. It's hard to see it. 1989.
Wow.
Homestead Scrapper said he just took two of those last month, same board mic. So, and he's saying they were low telecom. So,
Who said that?
Homestead Scrapper.
He don't know nothing. All right, are y'all ready for the shock?
Go on. What the hell? Oh my god!
Who the hell is that?
How you like that?
My god, you look so different.
Mm-hmm.
Did you cut your hair too?
I did.
Oh my god.
My god, it's a new mic.
It's daylight savings time.
It's like when the grizzly bears come out of hibernation.
And then in the fall, I'll shave it and cut it again. But I have to do my my eyelashes too. You know. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in shock in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Like David DeSalvers is after falling over.
Oh, the sellers is probably going there, man.
She said take the hood down. She wants to see.
It's cold here. I ain't taking no hood down. It's like 27 degrees here, and it feels like temperature is like 18. But tomorrow we're gonna be 60.
Jeez, you look so weird without the beard.
I did it like a week ago. Like a week ago.
Well, that means he's also been shaving all week because he doesn't have any growth going there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's another expense you didn't have. Shaving razor blades.
No, I got one of them waterproof wireless.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't do it. I can't do the blade because I have that big thing on my neck and I got another big thing over here. I'd just be bleeding to death.
Is that hard?
Come to me, Ian. You're not gonna make 10 more years. Your time is now.
Hey, Brizzy boy. Brizzy boy, in case you're wondering, that is Mike. He doesn't have a beard anymore.
There, you happy?
Look at this. It's like a new
Oh
man.
man.
Ooh, it's cold. And I got my propane torch torpedo thing blowing here. The freaking tank froze. It quit working. The tank's solid ice, frozen inside.
That sucks.
So now I'm over here with this bullshit running up my. It ain't even aiming at me. No wonder it's cold in here. There we go.
Oh, do you see that? What Saunders just said, Mike?
I know. I'm gonna send her a special video later. Go out in the shed to watch it. So.
You didn't shave that beard, did you?
So remember them. So my video, I had these candle holders that were in my scrap box, and they're WM Rogers or Fosters or something. It says Sterling on it, but they have like an epoxy inside of them to keep them weighted. So I took one apart. And how many grams do you think this is of just the silver? This is just all silver now.
How many grams? Ooh.
Yeah.
100
The closest one wins nothing.
180 grams.
Oh, you're way off.
Oh, okay.
10 to 15. Nope. Keep going. I'll even put the scale up here.
You sure the scale's not frozen?
No. I was actually surprised at the amount of weight that was on these.
20 grams, Homestead Scrapper said. 35 grams is 3 stone, Ian Matthews said. 75 pounds.
Under 100 pounds, right? So I got it set on grams, and I couldn't believe that there was still this much weight. And these are like feather light. 27 grams. That's almost an ounce. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, yeah. Unless you're in the Netherlands where you need 100 grams for an ounce.
Well, that's by route calculations, you know. Ralph has his own shit. So yeah, so there's almost 2 ounces of silver. And Shark, I did receive 7 ounces of silver this week.
Oh, very cool.
And I bought it last week when it was 23. I think I paid $24.30 an ounce.
Awesome, man. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Home subscriber said, board sorts maths, it's only 20. I win.
No, nobody won. And even if you won, you didn't get nothing. But yeah, I just couldn't believe it was actually that much.
The closest was who got 25? Someone said 25, didn't they? Thought someone said 25. Maybe I'm wrong.
So, Mike, that's sterling silver.
Yeah, it's stamped right on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, it's 35, they said.
Yeah, it's that company because they do the like the silverware and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not something Rogers, but it says sterling like right under it.
Yep. Cool.
So yeah, so you cut up that crap out, get all that. You got to use a little pair of snip stuff. It's a little pair.
Is that what you used to cut your beard off?
I did. The city's got this. Sheriff, when are you moving? So we get rid of you for a couple days.
Scrap it all, welcome in. I left a comment on Scrap It All and Watch Calls live. I seen they were going live for a few hours. I put a comment on, and then they got all confused when they went live. Is Scrap It Irish here? Is he not here? They couldn't work out that I could leave a comment beforehand.
So that's what's in it. It's like an epoxy.
Is it okay?
Because
Hey, Pat, welcome in.
you know, Chris at Board Sort, well, I'll buy that for a plate. Yeah, I bet you would, clown.
So do you have to go and collect any more laptops and PCs yet?
I officially am in the possession of 820 towers. And 800 to 1,000 more.
Yeah, you know where the video where you were taking all the stuff in the truck and you were bringing it all out, and you had all like the pallets left outside and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was in all them pallets that was still left after you'd filled the truck up?
That were in the truck?
No, that was outside the truck.
Was
Still left.
Was it on by the side, like on the side of the truck? He had a bunch of trash there.
Okay.
So it was probably all trash.
All right. I thought that was still more stuff. Okay.
No, he has another 800 to 1,000 for me to pick up when I get a minute.
And when would you have them all gone out of there completely?
What's that?
Is that going to be them all gone then when you get the next 800?
No, he has 4 huge storage units full.
Christ.
So
some people just have all.
So that stuff's there. I buy off of him, and so with everything that I bought, there was actually only 13 servers and all that crap. I'm gonna pay. It would cost me $4,757 if I flat out bought it, but because we do a barter system, and he has to get out of the warehouse, so I'll just if I give him laptops or whatever, if I give him cash, we just knock it off at that 4,700. So, and then when I get that evened up, then I'll just go back at it again. It's a good little system. It's actually worked quite well.
And is the scrapyard still keeping your motors and stuff for you?
I have 1,200 pounds of computers to pick up tomorrow.
What about the copper motors and the copper wire you were getting in the scrapyard?
Anytime I want it. I just added up my total for my Bear Bright that I have stripped, and I have 387 pounds.
Wow.
Of Bear Bright. I already stripped in a Gaylord box. Because I put it in a box or in a bucket, and then I weigh it, and then I dump it in the box. So I write down the weight so I can keep track of how much is in the box. But now I have a problem.
You got a problem, all right.
I know. Lives in Florida.
And the problem is getting closer to you. That's the problem.
That's another problem. But I want to put more computers in the garage, so the wire that I have in the Gaylord box, I'm going to have to take out of the Gaylord box and put that in totes. so I have more room in the garage here. And I'm gonna take that tote and give it back to the scrapyard. And I'm gonna take all the totes full of copper and put those in my storage unit, so somebody can steal it.
Patrick Williams is saying that copper prices have gone up here in Ireland. So for the shiny number one, I presume, is €8 a kilo now, and copper motors are 60 cents a kilo now.
So that's about 30 cents here. Usually about half.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got now. I think a piece flew over here somewhere.
So you should have, if you the same amount again, you should have 57 now. Or 50, what was it, 27, 54?
It's got to be less because I lost some.
Oh, okay, I'm going 52.
Yeah, it flew over here somewhere. Look, I got an Ian Matthews bench.
I don't know. You still have workspace available.
I got right where the scale is. No, what I did, so I've been taking all the computers and see I've been working on the table over there, taking all the computers apart. But yeah, it's getting kind of crappy. I got power supplies everywhere. I don't know. I got to figure out because I can't work out of the storage unit. They don't allow that. $2,000.
Upstate New York. Light iron, 250. Okay. Let's see what the weight is. I'm going 52.
That can't be right. It's already 42.
Come on, put the other bits on. What's he at?
Let me get a level playing surface here. What do you think, Sellers? Can you fit right there? Right. Oh, sorry. Family show. I forgot. Hey. All right, so we're at grams. All right, let's try this again. One for the money. That's already 25. That can't be right. I guess it could be. This doesn't seem right. We'll throw it all on there and. Oh, here's a piece I couldn't find. 52.
Oh, 52!
I'm going to find another piece just to make it higher. There's another piece around here somewhere. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, 52.
I have it on ounces, not on grams.
Oh yeah.
My bad.
My
bad. So that ain't bad for something that was stored in my e-waste bin at the scrapyard.
Waiting on Ian to tell Mike tidy up his bench. Homestead Scrapper, I can't. I'll show you. Yeah. Obviously, Ian's bench is a bit of a mess at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even get into my bench, so I can't even talk. I haven't seen my bench in months.
I ain't sending him.
Nice to see the progress on the shed, though.
Getting there now. I didn't do much today because I actually had to try and get working on that that stuff I incinerated, that powder, to try and get it down in size. So I have managed to do a bit of that. So hopefully that will be on next week's, not this week's video, but next week's video. Oh, talking about sheds. Look at it.
Well, I've had a neighbour come round and he said, "Have you got one of them?"
Oh, here we go.
Oh, God.
He said, "Have you got one of them?"
7 hours later.
A wingnut.
Yeah, I said, "Of course I've got one of them.
That's the Ian nut.
I've got lots of them." Only problem is, I hope you don't come off. I've had to move everything.
Oh my God.
I've had to move
for the love of God.
just so I can get in that gap there and get right to the back to where I keep my tub and find one.
Oh, you are something else.
Hey, but I found one. I've not let him down.
Oh, that
So-
is. Would you not just say to him, yeah, I'll drop you one over later and just go down the shop and buy one?
Well, it's this late now, and I'm thinking,
Hey, Ralph.
shit, I've got an hour now to put everything back together. And I'm thinking, what tomorrow? Why don't I just phone my engineering supplier and say, I need 2 M8 wing nuts?
Yeah.
But
Well,
I've got rid of something out the shed.
yeah, you have a big pile of stuff on your bench now. Just for that one thing.
It's a win-win. I've got rid of something. I knew it'd come in handy someday.
Hey, for Ralph's information, the reason we had to go an hour earlier tonight is because of the Americans changing the time. But you get stuck with me until 9 o'clock when Solers goes on our premiere, unless Solers is bringing her premiere forward by an hour as well. If you are Solers, let me know, and we can do that. If not, I'll just carry on. It's up to you. So, Mr. What do you reckon of the new e-waste mic look?
Darth Sidious. It took me a while to figure out who it like, but
Hey,
definitely Darth Sidious.
I don't think Ralph has seen the new mic yet. That might be a bit of a shock for
yeah. Yeah, this could be hard on Ralph.
It's gonna be hard on Ralph, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do a bit of a looky-likey.
Lucky.
Hang on.
There's a new mic.
I can't drag my face down enough.
Ralph wants to see the new mic. Mike, will you show Ralph what you look like now?
I'll send him a video later.
Okay.
Mike, how have you got your face to melt like that? To drip?
It's a really complicated technique. It takes months.
You know it goes.
Yeah, it takes months to get that.
Oh, he looks a way different, Ralph. You're in for a shock.
That don't happen overnight.
You know, when Mike took his hood down, he kind of looked a little bit like Meatloaf.
He did look a bit like Meatloaf.
Look at here. Raphael's favorite. Jumper.
Yeah.
Shred bucket.
Oh.
I needed the jar.
Oh, you sinner.
You know how long I've had those jumpers? Probably 3 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, it's not jumper weather now, is it? So you're right.
No.
Get your jumper
Well,
weather.
no, it's jumper weather here yet.
Jumper weather there. Sure, his gas froze. His
I
gas
believe
froze.
so.
Yeah. No.
Toasty in here. It wood burner going. I'm really nice and warm.
I seen where did I see a little burner for sheds? It was on Amazon, and I was looking at it. I said, "Will I buy that now when I do the sheds?" Just a small little thing about that size by about that wide, and I was thinking that'd be just little stickings in and take the edge off it. And then I was thinking, no, I'd probably burn the shed down. It's made of timber. I forgot my shed is made of timber.
Yeah.
Is your shed made of timber? No, it's not. No.
No, but it's full of flammable stuff. Well,
Hey, Bill, welcome in. Good to see you. Bill is saying hi to Scrapping Irish, Shark Scrapper, Ian, and Mike. So, Ian, what have you been working on today before you had to go looking for your nut?
I tidied my bench up, totally cleared, electric sanded it all, swept it all, oiled it. Like, whoa, look at that. And then my word is my bond. So, I have to do it.
What we need to do is we need to get your neighbours' phone numbers. And then once you've done a video of your bench all cleaned, we'll ring them up and say, will you go over now to Ian and ask him if he got such and such a thing?
Yeah.
It'd be like when Raphael started sending you all them fuses.
Oh. So yeah, so I've had a good day yesterday and today, getting rid of all the little bits off my bench, breaking everything down. Boom. I even spent, I digressed here. I got this bag. You know those bits off the end of IDE cables?
Yes, yes.
I've heard there's gold in them,
They're
so I kept them.
good man. And have you put them in the secret location?
So I've got this bag and I'm thinking, I need the space. So I took all the pins out of them. Then I could,
Good
throw,
man,
all
Ian. Well
I could
done.
throw all the plastic away.
Very therapeutic pulling in pins, did you not find?
I have a technique.
Oh, here we go.
I used to do that. I remember, you know, on your live stream, I used to sit here and pull pins out of IDE cable.
It's
Now
very
you-
therapeutic. If you're just there pulling the pins, I find it very relaxing. I like
Until they
pulling
break.
pins off connectors.
Until they break, and then you just sitting there getting frustrated and cussing at them the whole time.
Where the hell has he gone? I'm just having a look at the green screen behind to see if there's anything interesting on the green screen.
Yeah. What is Ferex? What is that?
That's an Aldi brand of tools.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. I can't find it, but it's like these,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
way bigger, like what farriers use.
Oh Christ.
They're totally flat, and they're about that wide. So pitch all the pins with that one, and grab it, pull them off, let them go in a box. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
And I found this e-waste recycling very therapeutic.
It is
No,
very-
All them little shiny bits of gold in this tiny little jar, and thinking, I know why these guys do it. I do. I know.
Hey Philip, welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah. So any progression on getting rid of the e-waste from the secret location yet?
It's rained all day today. I'm waiting till summer. I can have some, a week's holiday, and I can spend a day sorting it out. Very simple. It's got chips on, 1 grade. Got gold bits on, Irish. If it's got nothing on, low grade. Make it really simple.
Make it simple. So your grades are mid grade, low grade, Irish grade.
Yes.
Mike has some nice boards. He was showing us one earlier, but he threw it over his shoulder. It was lovely, nice gold pins all along it. It was a nice looking board. So it was.
I mean, this
There
one,
it is. That one. Look at that, Ian. Look at that for gold pins.
the soldiers are all standing at attention, even the one you can't see.
So what would you do? Would you take them off?
No.
I'd use a heat gun on the other side to get them off. But
Heat
Mike,
gun.
yes, I like heat guns.
Heat gun.
Heat gun. No, you could always just use a chisel and just snap them off too. An ear chisel would be good too.
You could.
Or you can just sell them to board sort.
Oh, look at here, sucker stick. $24
That's
a
an old-
pound now.
That's an old type sucker stick too. That's an old one. Looking at the tips.
Is this any good?
No, that's shred.
It's got lots of gold on it.
Yeah, it's just shred weight. Just makes it heavier.
Show us the other side of the board, please. What did it come out of, Ian?
You don't know.
You know these things at top of these poles that send out telephone signals?
Oh yeah.
Came out of one of them.
Okay, and was it still operational when it managed to relieve itself from the pole?
And how
I don't know. I don't have a 5G phone.
Now we know what happened to the internet service over in
Oh,
London.
look at all them gold. Everything's got gold on it. Although, or is it brass? I'll just throw it at brass.
go with that. Shark,
Mike has plenty of nice boards there.
what would you classify this one as, Shark? I already know what this one is. I checked with the man behind the scenes.
Tell high?
Huh?
I'd say tell high.
Very good.
Very good. It's like a test.
Well, I've never seen these,
Yeah.
so I thought it was junk. But when I talked to the man behind the scenes, he said high tell, and I got a crap load of these too. So
And what are you going
Yeah,
to
I had
I'm gonna guess that this was probably a tell high too.
what are you going to do with that MOSFET you sneakily took off?
Oh, did you see that?
I don't-
And then I'm really curious as what's under this heatsink. I'm curious.
Well, if it's not a chip, it'll be a sausage.
I like sausage.
I'm going to go with a gold corner.
As long as it
Gold
don't got
corner
no,
VGA chip.
if it's a sausage under there, it better not have no green bits in it.
Wait a minute,
Green-
Ian.
yes.
I was asking for a friend.
Yeah, he puts up on Facebook. Is it okay to eat a sausage with green bits in it?
Ian, I'm confused. If it was, why would it be fish if it's not a chip?
Can't afford fish.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, it's a CPU.
Oh,
It's not a ceramic.
I was just waiting.
It won't come out.
See, he won't be able to see it, but we can. Bottom right-hand corner before the hard drive, you got
Wait,
the
what?
two eyes. Move your hand, you numpty. You got the two eyes and you got the mouth. It's a scrap
Oh
face.
yeah, it's like a face. That's right, Sheen. It does. It looks like a face. There you go. And that's his beard.
What did you do with all the stuff you cut off? I mean, you can't just throw that in bin. They might
That's
I think it's
Earl's
like a-
head now. Earl is sleeping on it.
they might think, it's a dead dog being thrown in bin.
So, Ian, any nice pickups lately? Anything, how is your shed cleanup going in general? Bringing home more than a bit like Cruiser Mac when he goes to a sale, like you bring home more than you get rid of, do you?
We went shopping yesterday morning, Friday morning, and this wasn't really for me. And Skipper in the next street, right? But they've doing a lot of gardening, so they put a wood chipper in it. I thought it was a lawnmower, but I just saw that orange cable, so I thought I'll have that. When I went to get it, they've had a load of turfing done, so with a load of turf in the skip. And I've got a neighbour whose garden's a bit ropey, so I thought I'll do the nice thing. I'll get all this turf, and I went to turf my neighbour's ropey garden, and I got this wood chipper thing. So that's the only skip diving I've done. My wife thinks I'm mad. I said,
Thinks you're mad or knows you're mad? Which is it?
Well, it's not that. It's like when she's got nobody, when she pops her clogs and she'll say, "Oh, that nice man here, and he looked after me house. I'll leave him my house." You never know, do you?
You're just after another secret location.
Yes.
So, Ian, there's a channel that pops up on my feed sometimes. It's a guy that goes around and voluntarily cuts people's grass and cleans up their yards and stuff.
I watched them.
Yeah, I watched it too.
Yeah. So you must have been motivated.
It's strange how that type of YouTube channel does so well. People love watching that. People just cutting lawns. Like, how did you think? I'd sit there and watch that video of your man because the yard is a mess or whatever. And actually, he goes around, cuts it, trims the trees, goes on the edge, and gets the blower out. And you're here like, oh, I've just watched 40 minutes of a guy cutting the grass.
Yeah. And some of them, they get bollocked for it, don't they?
Yeah, some of them, neighborhood calling the cops on them, and neighbors getting upset, and stuff like that, and he's just trying to do a good deed. Yeah, it's hilarious how that plays out sometimes.
Watchcall said J.R. Cat said he's not allowed to dig in any skips. Is that like by law in the area you are, or is it just that your neighbors don't want you doing it? Because I know, as we talked about this before, technically whatever's in that skip, when it's thrown in the skip, belongs to the skip company. You know, once it's in the skip, it's belongs to them.
WTF, Mike? Listen, you just got to, Mike, show Mike your face. Well,
Yeah, WTF, you ain't seen nothing yet.
he's not going to do it. Oh,
No,
skip
no.
back to the beginning. Skip back to the beginning.
There it is. Look at that. No beard. My God. Fine old head.
So I goes, knocks on this door. It's a nice house, nice big drive and everything. Ring doorbell, security cameras. So I thought, I'll go and knock on the door. Dogs bark, but nobody come. So I got a ring doorbell. So I'm telling a tale to this. I said, like, you know, seeing this in the skip, he won't mind me having it. But I knew the neighbour across the road. So I'm telling him, I'm going to live next street. Got who I am. Go and see Ben. Lives across the road from you. I got a message today on my phone. Have you been in neighbour's skip? I mean, yeah, it was me. She goes, I said it would be you, yeah.
They just go, oh yeah, that's a weird hoarder that is down the road. You just
Well, the way
take
I look at it, they've got more room to put stuff in. Earl's Sasquatch.
You can't unsee it. It's just when you're used to someone having, you know, a beard for so long, and then all of a sudden they don't have a beard. It's just like, wow. It'd be like myself or
Yeah, the only bad part is
here. If we actually turned up with a full head of hair, people would be saying, "Whoa, what happened there?"
the only bad part is this guy has more hair than me now.
Oh my God.
Fine, but in a skip you need permission.
What are you gonna do?
Hey, Kevin.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's not Kevin. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Look at that. Look at that, Irish.
Diet lemonade. Oh my God. Well, I'm on Coke Zero. Same thing, technically.
I've had no beer all weekend
Ooh, got another piece.
whatsoever.
Got another piece, Mike. You putting on the pounds, buddy.
Ooh, boy. I'll never be as fat as you though.
My God.
Get in my belly.
Yeah, you'd have to exercise really hard to get as fat as me.
I know, right? So, my buddy that helps me that I always bitch about,
Yes.
the dumbass, was trying to help me unload the U-Haul truck the other day, right? I said, stand your fat ass on the ground and I will hand them to you. You know, he wants to get up on the bumper of the U-Haul truck, and he fell. So what did I do? I got a stack of
Laugh at
computers,
him.
walked over him, put him where I wanted, came back and never helped him up. Never helped him
Yeah,
up.
that sounds like how you'd do it.
Yeah, I was going to say that just sounds normal for you.
I told him he didn't want to live, so sit there like a big turd in the middle of a parking lot. I don't give a shit. I got my job done.
Ian, I have a new television series for you to watch. You'll enjoy it. You might be watching it already. On Netflix, The Gentleman.
I know. I'm very little. How do you find time to watch Netflix?
Oh, it's very good. The new Guy Ritchie thing. 8-part series. Really good. If you like
Did
Hot Stock and you like The Snatch and you like them sort of films, brilliant.
you say it's called The Gentleman?
The Gentleman.
It's not the one where he's like he owns a boxing club, does he? Can't remember.
No, this book is.
I have spent some time at.
Ray Fiennes is in it. Watchcall is in it. Oh, there's really, really big name actors in it and all that, but it's Vinnie Jones is in it. But he starts off with a guy in the army. His father's just died, but his father is like a lord or a descendant of the queens and that, you know. So he inherits the title. But I don't want to ruin it for people, but it's brilliant. Watch it. It's really good. Hey, Paul, welcome in, Paul Frost. Welcome in. Welcome in.
You know, Bros, was Dune a good movie on Netflix? Yes, it was. Well, part 1 was. Part 2 is. Going to see how they're going to do with part 3.
I haven't seen part 2 yet, so no spoilers, please.
Spoil it, I'll give you $20.
Well,
Although
Shaq,
I've read all the books though, so you know, I mean, I kind of know how it ends.
yeah, well, the ship sinks in the end. Sorry.
That cost me $20. Worth every penny.
But interesting about the ship, and we meant the Titanic film, obviously. You know the prop at the end where the guy's a bit of a door and he goes it water and lets her save herself.
Yes.
Right? That's up for sale. Right? The prop. And somebody's going to buy it because he wants to prove there was room on that prop for 2 of them. That
Well,
he
it
didn't need to
was
die.
proved, I think it was proved already by some guys that
Mythbusters.
Yeah, Mythbusters did that already.
It proved that the 2 of them could survive, so she just killed them. She let them die.
They should have used a smaller door.
What kind of scrapper keeps an action figure of himself? Oh, scrapper on the fly. Oh.
You gotta consider where that came from.
That's the action Mike figure.
Right.
Will there ever be a time when people will be collecting figurines of scrappers, huh? Super scrappers. You can collect the shed as well. So you can go into the shop and you can get the Ian Matthews shed, which is just full of junk.
Yeah. And you can get scrap. You know, you can order scrap for your super scrapper action figure.
Yeah.
And the shark.
You pull the string and they'll have one that'll say, "Ain't got time for that."
And the shark scrapper figure will have a mouth that goes, "Yong, yong, yong."
If they were made of gold, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a gold one. Is right.
Hey.
What are you up to, Matthews? You're up to something there.
I was looking for something, but
Can't
it's
find it.
temporarily mislaid.
Oh. It wouldn't be like you to mislay something in that shed because your shed is so tidy. How would you mislay anything in it?
He lost his wing nut.
Got to be around here somewhere.
I don't think he wanted to imagine spending the rest of your life with a woman who saved you by sharing her door. You'd never win an argument again. Love it, Mike.
Mike's wife will beat his ass. That woman don't play.
Hey, Irish, remember, I don't remember how many weeks it was ago. We were having a discussion about magnesium and magnesium fires and, how volatile it is.
Yes.
So when I was up visiting this yard, I saw these big blocks of stuff that looked like the dross that comes off of the mold when people are, melting aluminum cans and stuff. And so I was asking the owner there what that was, and he said they've got one of their clients is a company that makes this bulkhead for cars, and it's a magnesium mold, mold that they do. And he said that's the dross from their mold. And I said, that's in cars. I mean, doesn't that catch fire? And he said, no, they chemically treat it. So it's not going to catch, it won't catch fire. And he said, that's the dross from their melt and mold process. He said, the problem with it is, though, when it gets wet, it stinks like all get out. So they only handle these big chunks of this magnesium dross when it's not going to rain, because he said it just stinks the whole yard up to high heaven if it gets wet.
What does it smell like rotten eggs or sulfur or what?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, he said, yeah, it's like he said it was kind of like rotten eggs, but worse in a different kind of way. So I'm not quite sure what that meant.
Hey, Booze Mate, we were an hour earlier tonight as well, and we're doing an extra hour because the Americans decided to change the clocks at a different time than the rest of the world.
Because America rules this joint.
No, because you're just dysfunctional. When is the time change in Europe? When is daylight saving time? So over here, it's going to be Sunday, March the 31st is when we change.
March 31st. Holy cow.
That's Easter.
Yes.
I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to change. We only have 2 more weeks, so we have 2 weeks where we're going to have to adjust the timing.
No, 3, because we won't change it till Sunday night. So it's not. We change it. Yeah, sorry, we do. We change it Sunday morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning. Yeah, so it'll be back.
All right. Okay, so we got 2 weeks of figuring out what we're going to do. So.
Yeah, well, I just change it. You're going to be going at 6 my time, so I'll be going at 7 my time from now on. So then, if every day you're going at 6 my time, which is whatever time it'll be 6 o'clock here anyhow. So and I just go the hour, 1 hour after you. I just bring mine forward by an hour.
Okay, all right.
And if every day Sarah's can't bring hers forward by an hour, then I'll just do 2 hours until then.
So for the next 3 weeks, we're gonna have to listen to Irish bitch.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. Well, next week won't be too bad because it's St. Patrick's, so I'll have a few beverages on me, so I won't be bitching.
Okay. You're going to go live on St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
I thought you'd be out at the pub with your mates.
No, we usually go out Saturday night and then watch the parade Sunday. I don't like going out on Sundays. St. Patrick's Day gets very messy. A load of Irish people all drinking at the same time. I'm sure we don't ever have a fight or anything like that. Yeah, 2 hours. Only Americans can think putting off the top of a blanket. Hold on, what's this now? Putting off the top of a blanket and sewing it onto the bottom will make it longer. I love it, Mike.
So your comment about Irish drinkers, that reminded me of a joke I heard this last week. You may have already heard it, but it has to do with Irish drinkers. So this American comes into an Irish bar and he says, all right, I understand you Irish are some serious heavy drinkers. I've got $100 here for anybody that can drink 10 pints of Guinness back to back.
I heard this one. Go on.
So this one guy gets up and leaves the bar. And, it's like, nobody takes the bet. Nobody takes the bet. He's like, I can't believe nobody's taking the bet. So about an hour later, the guy that left the bar comes back in and says, hey, you still offering that $100 if I can drink 10 Guinness back to back? And the American says, yeah, man. And he says, all right. So he orders up the 10 Guinness, pounds them down. And the American says to him, man, that was amazing. But where did you go for an hour? Oh, well, I wanted to make sure I could do it. So I went to the pub down the street and tested.
Jeez.
I heard that one before. True story, probably. I used to work with magnesium. Here we go. I used to work with magnesium. Only catch fire if you put any liquid on it when it is hot. Okay.
I don't know. I would have a hard time just getting through a pint.
Pint of Guinness is like, if you get a right pint of Guinness, it's really nice to drink, but after a while it like just fills you up. It's like eating.
Oh yeah.
It's like having soup.
Yep.
I'm just checking something here now. Sorry, chat among yourselves.
Yeah, I'm just reading. I'm just reading chat.
No, because we're just talking about magnesium and stuff like that. You know the fire alarm cables. You know them red cables you see in buildings for fire alarms, and you have the little bit of copper going through the center. Then you have this white stuff around it, and then you have sometimes it's either an aluminium or a copper shielding over that. What is that white stuff in the center?
Some
Well, you
ceramic.
told us a couple of weeks ago.
No, I was told it was a magnesium sort of powder, a magnesium thing. But if magnesium goes on fire, why would it be in a fire?
Yeah, I'd have thought it was kind of some sort of ceramic.
No, it's like powder because I have some of that.
Ceramic in a powder form.
Yeah, but see, people saying, "Oh, don't be smashing that up. It's very bad stuff. It's whatever, blah blah blah." And then I'm thinking, so I was just wondering what is actually in it.
Just that bit. It's like what's inside your irons and your hot grills.
Yeah. What did I say there? Pyro wire. Yeah, pyro wire. What's inside? That's what it's called, pyro wire. What's inside that pyro wire? What is that white stuff? Every part of Guinness is a Mars bar. Dark Guinness this weekend. Just for the Americans version. What did W? Hey, Sharky. How do you serve it? Potatoes. Jesus Christ, Mike. You're not. You. Oh, stop.
So back when I was brewing beer, there were two beers that I was trying to duplicate: Pilsner Urquell, which I successfully duplicated, and Guinness. The problem that I ran into trying to duplicate Guinness was that I could not find nitrogen to put the fizz in the Guinness. So my stout, regardless of the flavor, I would always have big bubbles, and I wouldn't get that nice tiny thick, tiny bubble thick foam head that you expect from a Guinness. It was always very frustrating because I couldn't find nitrogen.
Your Guinness heads looked like frog spawn, did it?
Yeah, it was very frustrating. It was still very tasty, but it didn't, it just wasn't the full experience.
Yeah. Until you actually taste a pint of Guinness in Ireland, you don't really know what Guinness tastes like, to be honest. Anywhere else, it doesn't taste the same.
It doesn't travel well, does it?
No. Now, they reckon in Vegas, it's really close to what the Guinness in Ireland is like because they have a brewery in Vegas for just doing Guinness.
Yeah, so there you go. Philip Hughes has put the answer.
Oh, where's that?
Mineral insulation magnesium oxide.
See, I told you it was magnesium in there. Magnesium oxide in it. I knew there was magnesium in that. So, because in my previous job I worked at, we sold magnesium boards. The magnesium boards, again, it was a magnesium oxide. So the magnesium oxide boards could resist temperatures of 2,000 degrees. So we sold them to guys that used to, we say, install stoves or anything where there was a lot of heat, and they'd put it on the walls behind the stove so that it wouldn't, it could resist the 2,000 degrees of heat. So it was never going to set fire to anything that was behind it then. So you could put it behind a stove or put it behind a boiler that was generating a lot of heat, and it wouldn't allow it to burn the wall behind it. So obviously magnesium oxide is able to resist heat. So what's the difference? What's the difference between magnesium and magnesium oxide? So that's the next question. Come on, Philip, get the answer. Seam Park just isn't here for all the answers.
There's oxygen in the magnesium oxide.
It's stable, I guess.
It's rusted magnesium.
So maybe that's
Right.
stuff that he seen at that scrapyard was magnesium oxide.
Well, it was the dross from the process. There
Yeah,
was a
maybe
whole
that was
bunch.
an oxide. Maybe that was the oxide that was left over then, like, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe
could
that
be.
when you create magnesium, maybe if the stuff is left over is the oxide. I don't know. I'm not sure. It'd be interesting to know. So, and is it dangerous to well, I know but is it dangerous to handle magnesium oxide? That's my next question. Because before I strip all this wire, no, I'll be wearing gloves. I'll have a mask on, but I'd still like to know what the dangers are.
I wouldn't go snorting it.
You've got a task. You've got a task and a half on your hands stripping that pyro.
Yeah, I know. But
I think you've got the copper sheath pyro.
yes,
So they do a tool. I have got one somewhere. You stick it on at the end and you wind it off. Oh my God, you're going to be there forever.
well, I ran a bit of it through the wire stripper one day just for the crack, and if I set it hard enough, down low enough, it actually cut through the copper sheathing, went all the way along, and then it just folded open for me, and the white stuff just fell out.
All
It
right.
was very
Good.
easy. So, but I'd say the blade won't last too long if I do a big, massive roll of it. I was asking Philip. I was saying what I missed the question. I was asking Philip what is magnesium oxide? How is it made, and is it dangerous to handle? That's what I was asking. Keep it away from the white.
Well, Irish, I would say that you're okay, because what I've found is that if left untreated, magnesium toxicity has a high mortality rate due to respiratory paralysis and cardiac arrest. Magnesium oxide can cause metal fume fever, which is a flu-like illness with symptoms of metallic taste in the mouth, headache, and fever. So I'd say, yeah, sniff all you want, man. Go for it.
Hell
Just make
yeah.
sure you're recording it.
I'm gonna research and find him some more to send to him.
Yeah. Just make sure you're recording it for us.
Well, talking about that metal fume that you're on about there, I was on one of the Facebook groups, and there was a guy there talking about where he got. He was, of course, he was doing a stupid thing. He was working inside with chemicals and metals, and no fume hood, no mask, and then he got this metal thing, and he said like if you no energy, he had a thing, and as one person said to him, well, if you got away with that, you're lucky, because more than likely you've done more damage to yourself than just that, you know. Because if it's just, you know, if you've been working inside, what I don't know, was he melting metals or what he was doing? But he had no fume hood, he wasn't wearing a mask, and he was asking people, "Oh, how long will this metal fume syndrome last?" and all this, you know.
But apparently, some people take magnesium oxide as a dietary supplement.
But
Well,
also,
I can sell some of that to someone if they want.
Gaviscon, in it, magnesium powder. Indigestion, milk and magnesia.
Yeah. You have to shoot it with high caliber rifles. Wow.
Yeah, so I guess it all depends on how you take it into your body as to whether or not it's going to be bad for you.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll just wear gloves and I'll wear a mask and I'll try not to inhale any of it. I think that might be the best way of doing it.
I've heard it makes all your facial hair fall off.
Mike is pointing to something there for you, Ian. He's pointing to something.
I'm counting. But there's so many of them.
You have to use both your middle fingers.
Oh, is that what I was doing? I'm sorry. Family show.
For God's sake, don't take your shoes and socks off. Do you wear socks over there?
Don't breathe the fumes.
I mean, seriously,
plan.
honestly, do they do socks that that cater for 6 toes?
I always wear socks.
They didn't hear what you said, Ian. You want to maybe
We did.
repeat that for them. Yeah.
They do socks over there that cater for 6 toes.
6-toed
I still
people.
couldn't hear you.
He said, do they do socks over there that is caters for 6-toed people? He doesn't even know when you're insulting him.
If we ignore him, he'll go away.
This must be another side of the pond joke.
It didn't travel well, that joke. I'll admit that.
That did not travel well for you. I know what you meant, but obviously the Americans
Well,
didn't.
Boozemate knows what I mean. Probably
Well,
only
you see,
in
in
South.
America,
They have 6-toed and 6-fingered people in Wigan. They have web feet as well.
let's just say
Yeah.
evolution isn't kinder than people.
Maybe they need to be turned over. I was about to look something up, and you started on the 6 toes, and I forgot what I
He
was
was
going
going
to
to
look
look
up.
up 6-toed Americans. What are you taking off them boards, and will board sort allow you to take them off?
I don't really give a shit what board sort allows me to do. I do what I want to do.
Ah, you see, Mike got it. Maybe Alabama or Alaska or Arkansas. Arkansas. What's that? Not Alaska. I said Alaska. Why did I say that?
I was taking the plastic piece off, and then the little plastic clips up here,
Okay.
and then all
Yeah.
these here were electric motors. So this would have technically been a mid-grade board. So now I might be able to get a high peripheral board out of it because it don't have all this crap on it. But see, they raised their prices, but that don't go for me. You know, I'm still.
Yeah, I seen that board sort. I think I'm saying all the prices have gone up on most of their boards.
Yeah. He called me the other day. He's like, "Oh, I'm raising prices as we speak." So okay, so what are you calling me for? It don't apply to me.
So here's the way this is going to happen. For the 2 or 3 months that I'm not actively, sending boards in and scrapping and stuff because of this move, the prices are going to be way up here, right? They're going to keep going. They're going to keep going. As soon as I get settled in and I start sending product to board sort, the prices are going to come back down again.
Yep.
It's just the way it works.
Oh, Ian, just to cheer you up a bit, did you have a look at the price of Bitcoins lately?
Nope,
I
not
think-
got any, not interested in them.
I think last week I told you they had just broke 60,000.
Yeah,
And they hit a new high of 68,000 this week. So there you go.
I dabbled in Bitcoins once, and
Yeah, but if you had last week, when I said they had hit 60,000, if someone had bought a Bitcoin last week for 60,000, they would have made it 8,000 by, was it Wednesday? Profit.
wow.
Yeah.
So when you dabbled in Bitcoin, Ian, was it a hard drive for you?
I don't know. I chose a virtual wallet. Do the big mistake.
Oh.
But it wouldn't have mattered, would it? Because all I would have done, if I had found this Bitcoin when the price hit £50, I'd have sold it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
know.
Oh, look at that. Mike, I sold off all my Bitcoins like 2 years ago. How many is all your Bitcoins, Mike? How many had you? You don't have to give me an exact number. Was it more than 5 or less than 5?
Yeah, Mike. What was it?
Oh,
Well, Bitcoins will drop again. It's like anything. Where do you see Bitcoins will go down? But this time, I think if they go down to 20-something thousand, a lot of people will buy them and sit on them to go back up again to 60 or 70,000 eventually.
where are we with?
Oh, $3.7 million worth, Ian. Look at that. So did you sell for 3.7 million? So if you had held them 2 years ago, you'd have 3 times that now. You'd have what? Nearly 12 million? Oh. Well, hey, 3.7 is nothing to be turn your nose up to, I tell you that much.
Well, it all depends if you paid 3.9 for them. It's not.
Oh, I tell you, but yeah, Bitcoin.
Where's copper at anyway?
Copper, I think was up, wasn't it, this week? Yeah, copper prices were up here in Ireland because the Watchcall was saying there. Patrick Williams was saying it was up to for Bear Bright. I think our number one copper was €8 kg. So, and it was 7 something during the last week, so it's gone up. What's that, Mike?
Almost 300 pounds of bear braid in my box,
There you go.
or a big box of spaghetti noodles. It's almost $1,000 in a copper right there already,
That's nice.
and I still have 3/4 of a Gaylord box to strip out yet. I don't have time. I'm busy.
Hey, scrapping on the fly. Have a good evening. Take it easy. Hope all is good. That's what I got you. And Jess, stint it all on shoes and girls. That's how I bought my wife her giant RV. There you go. So, but what's the prices like today on Bitcoin? Is it up or down? Let me have a look.
But you can't go wrong there. You got a happy wife. How can you go wrong?
So it sounds like Mike kicks his wife up. What that sounds like.
People are watching. They're very observant people out there. I'm telling you. Sorry, Jay. I shouldn't do that on a live stream.
Bitcoin is up 1.42% today. For the week, it's up 9%. For the month, it's up 45%. For the last 6 months, it's up 163%. And in the last year, it's gone up 227%. So there you go.
Mike's saying he doesn't want to know.
No, I don't have Bitcoins. So there you go. It makes no difference to me. I'm just saying, if anyone, when it was at 60,000 last week and then it hit a high of 68, if you had spare money, you would have made some nice thing. Hey, Pat, that's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Where were you earlier when we wanted the Partnest Wikipedia page?
Hey, Mr. Google.
But you never got into Bitcoins or anything like that, Shark. You never invested in them, did you?
I don't invest in stuff that I don't understand.
Yeah. What was the first Bitcoin bought a pizza, wasn't it? I think some guy at a pizza shop accepted the first Bitcoin, didn't they? Ever. You know, the first actual transaction with a Bitcoin was for a pizza, I think. Partnest, get the answer, please.
He'll tell you.
I think the first ever transaction for the Bitcoin that anyone took a Bitcoin for was for a pizza.
Maybe that's what hands when he bought a pizza and forgot.
If I can't understand what's behind the investment, how it works, why it works, those kind of things, I don't get involved in it. It's a fool for it.
Yeah, but the way it's looking now, we probably won't be alive to see it, but eventually there won't be cash in society. It'll be stuff like Bitcoins and all that. It won't be money hand. It'll be all just imaginary stuff. You know. You'll be getting thing. You're correct.
Time to get your tin foil hats on. Conspiracy time.
Mike said I'm correct. Pizza was the first thing that was was bought by a Bitcoin.
I was watching something YouTube the other day. I don't know if it's true or not, and it's on about China. And apparently, you have something called social credits.
Oh, yes, that's true in China. Yes.
and it was saying like all the cameras and facial recognition. So if, for example, you commit a crime like jaywalking, you will have so many social credits deducted from your account. So you want to go
Yeah.
and buy something or do something, you can't because you haven't got enough credits. And that's
It's to keep everyone in line, you see. They obey the rules. Yeah. True enough, Mike. Yeah. If one time everyone's society, the money was based on the amount of gold that was in the vaults to back up your money. So you couldn't print money unless there was gold to back it up. Now they're just printing money, and there's not. If everyone that's owed money called in all their money at the same time, what are they going to do? It isn't there. It just doesn't exist.
same as mortgages, isn't it? Nobody actually lends you any money,
No.
but you have to pay them back.
Well, the person that sells the house that you buy gets the money from the bank.
Who buy another house, more than likely.
Well, they might.
I know what you mean. Eventually,
Yeah.
somebody gets some dosh.
Yeah, someone gets something somewhere on mortgages, but it's these what gets my head. And did you ever watch that film, The Big Short? Do you remember the time of the economic crash? Ian, you listen to it? The Big Short. You're a man to watch this film. Did you ever watch that? The Big Short.
One? Which one? I've been through two.
Okay, the last one, the 2008 one.
Oh no, I remember the one in 1978. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, if you ever watch the film based on The Big Short and how the crash came about, like that will really explode your mind with the way they were selling insurance on something that didn't exist, or on mortgages going bad, and then someone else was selling insurance on the insurance, and someone else was selling insurance on insurance on insurance, and it was just like a big gamble, and it was just a way for the banks to make more money off people, but it just didn't exist. The Big Short. There we go. See, Wikipedia's in it.
J. Aircat, not the one in 1929.
You might still remember that one, Ian. Do you remember that one? The big crash, but the Big Short is I thought it was a brilliant film. And it just shows how people made big money out of the betting against the banks, and how the banks try to ride it out by not declaring these losses for so long, hoping that the other guys will cash out before the crash came.
Oh, that's a nice pile of boards, Mike.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
How come they're all
Already.
They're almost all high telecom, and they're all free. Look at that. How do you like that camera work, Ian?
very artistic?
Very artistic, yeah.
Look at that. Got the swivel.
It's a bit
Ian,
like,
imagine having a shed that big, Ian. Imagine the stuff we could do.
My shed is full. Again.
Look, if your shed is not full, if you can walk into your shed and walk around your shed is not full.
it doesn't matter how big your shed is if it's filled full, does it?
Right. What do you think this came out of? Shark might know.
A computer.
Nope. Well, you're half
Ian,
right.
Ian, did you read that comment on the screen?
This came out of one of those Apple computers with the round, the round bubbly looking ones.
Oh, yes.
That's what was in there.
And it's a good job you didn't scrap that out live on something, because I'm sure someone would have told you that was worth more to sell on eBay than to scrap it out.
And it had a double CPU thing in it. Look at that. That had a lot going on.
Would those be Xenon chips?
These would be Apple chips. I don't freaking know.
Crapple. Okay.
Apple chip.
crapple. See if it fit right under there somehow. I got a couple crapple things in there. He gave me one of those crapples that you have to get a cutting torch out and a crane and all this crap to pull it apart. I threw it in the shred pile.
Put a
I
stick
need
of
to-
dynamite in it.
Yep, I threw it right in the shred pile. So I ain't even messing with you.
Yeah, you just
took
drill a
the-
hole, put a stick of dynamite, blow it to bits.
I took
Stuff
the
like
four. I took the 4 sucker sticks out and sent it on its way.
Sent it on its way. Apple went down after the Apple II.
Oh! I just noticed those. Right there.
Gold.
Those are those ceramic oscillators. The gold ceramic. These things. But bigger.
Yes, big
Huh?
version.
Look at that. Look at that. See that, Ian? Backwards, forwards, sideways.
Mike goes, I was always told never trust a hairless scrapper, Mike. So I'm not listening.
My brother has disowned me.
Just because you shaved.
How's that Bitcoin coming, Mike?
Oh.
He got out how the going was good.
Look how big those things are. They're huge.
Yeah, please, mate. Yeah, what about up and down? What about over the shoulder as well?
That was nice. All right.
Aye.
So, Ian, how was your granddaughter getting on?
She's lovely. She's up here today.
Okay, so she's out of the hospital again now.
Yeah, she's been passed off now. Because she was 5 weeks early. Apparently, she wasn't eating enough, so she wasn't generating her own body heat. But that's all with now, and she's eating like a, eating and shitting like a trooper.
Yeah. So she's managed to turn you into a soft granddad already, has she? Your hard exterior can't handle her now. So she's already turned you into putty.
Yeah. Hello, Ron. Ron Shoot.
Hey Ron, welcome in. Good to see you.
Hello, Ron.
Yeah, so Grumpy Grandpa. It's not Grumpy Grandpa tonight. It's Hoarder. So Grumpy Grandpa is gone.
Did you? How long did it take you to remember how to change a diaper?
We change his every day. It can't be that hard. I was quick on that one.
Yeah, you were.
How was your friend with the cancer doing, Dean?
Well, sadly, he passed away on Friday.
Oh,
So he came home on Thursday,
Oh, that's terrible.
and we got a phone call on Friday saying he'd passed away. So it was very, very quick. He only spent one night at home.
Sorry to hear that, Dean.
I got this very touching video that he sent me where because he'd not seen his dogs for 6 weeks. So he's home with his dogs, and the dogs are going mad, and he's got a smile on his face like that. So that's all that I'll remember. I'll know more tomorrow. I suspect the nurses came round and they just give him a big dose of morphine.
Yeah.
And
Poor guy. Sorry
Yeah.
to hear that now.
shocking
Yeah.
to think.
Yeah.
To think that 6 weeks ago he was at work and he was, I would say, fit and healthy. He was obviously ill, but symptoms weren't bad enough. And he was like telling me how to get slim, and Ian, you need to do this, and I'm great. Never felt better. I've never been 14 stone since I left school, but one comes in, one goes out, I guess.
His and Her Coins. That's a new name now. I haven't seen that before. So welcome to the stream. Saying hello to E-Waste Mike. But
who is it?
I don't know,
here, Mike.
Oh, his and her coins.
I've got his and her coins. Well,
Do not let these people
he's
in.
got her coins, and my coins are her coins as well.
It's one of my fans.
One of your many fans, Mike.
Many. I got too many lately. All these people need to go away.
Hey,
That's why Mike shaved the beard. He's hoping that by shaving the beard, he'll get rid of some of his fans.
any friend of Mike's is a concern of mine.
That is scary, that, Mike. That needs.
He's just so different, isn't it? His face, it looks so different.
It's like, could you just imagine Mountain Bushcraft shaving his off? You know, Roland.
Has Brizzy ever shaven his?
Don't know. No, I remember when Mike cut his ponytail off, and that was a shock and everything, you know. But he done that for charity and stuff like that. So you know, but then just go and shave the beard off, like that was a big thing. Yeah, what's called WTF? Mike was saying, Ian, you're a grandpa now. Congrats.
I am indeed.
Oh,
at the moment now, she's not costing me any money. I don't. When does that?
That'll change.
I'm sure it will.
You know what you could do, Ian? You could bestow the secret location to her, so that when she grows up, she has all that gold that's in there as her starting wealth.
Yeah.
You know, in your will and testament, it goes to my granddaughter. I give the secret location. You know.
Yep. Ian, did you say you made room in your shed?
Uh-huh.
Can I send these to you now? I've been saving it for you, buddy.
Those are baby ones.
So a lot of them would probably contain silver, wouldn't they, Mike? Them older ones.
I don't know. They're probably going to go in the shred box.
Oh, stop.
No, I don't know. I have I got that barrel of circuit breakers behind the garage,
Yeah.
and I have another full barrel of relays, and I got somebody that offered to buy them off me, but I said you're gonna have to come and get them. So then I'm gonna give them all my gold-plated crap, and
I nearly got a full bag of sand out of these.
well,
They were big ones, weren't they?
You can use the sand for filling the cracks in your paving, Ian.
Indeed. But I've been watching Street Tips.
street tip.
Silver said, are those silver plated?
Probably can be. But as Watchcall said there, his and her coins, that's copper on the ends. But I have seen some of them with silver on them. If you drop a little bit of bleach on them and it goes black, then it's silver. If it doesn't go black, it's not.
Yeah.
See there, he's cut one to Mike.
Yeah, they're going in me nickel-plated silver stuff.
You didn't answer my question, Ian.
I didn't hear it. Apologies.
Can I send these to you now? I don't care. I don't care if it costs me $1,000 to ship them to you, just to get them to you. I'll get in a canoe and row over there for you.
I know I've got this thing for fuses, but not at the moment.
This is 40 years of saving. It's a habit. It's actually a habit. When I get these things, I throw them in a bin.
Well, why don't you break them?
Because I ain't got time for that.
Well, that's what scrapping is. It's a habit. We get something, we throw it in a bin, and we go, you know what, I'll deal with that later. And then all of a sudden you have 20 bins of stuff to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, you can see I already cut the upper legs off of these. It's just like on circuit boards. I don't really care about tantalums, but it's a habit. You know, I pop them off when I see them.
And I don't really care about those little pins at the end of IDE cables, but I see other people do it.
Yeah.
So you have to do it.
So I'm like a sheep. I just follow along.
I like an idiot that would sit here and pull all these off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Take all them off.
Now, what would you take this to be classified at a board store? Would it be a pin board or a backplane board? That's the question. I already know the answer.
Which pays the most money?
No, it don't go by that. What do you think? Pin board or backplane board?
That's
I don't know the difference.
If you get,
and when you move, them chickens come home to roost. Yeah, that's when you realize how much stuff you've built up. Is when you move into a new place. Then you realize, oh, hold on. Imagine you now. Imagine tomorrow morning you had to move to a new house. What would you do with everything? How would you get everything out of that shed and move?
It's not the shed I'm worried about. It's the attic.
I remember the video with series when you were trying to fix the water leak, Ian.
I was very careful not to show the rest of the attic.
backplane board, Earl.
Your poor wife, if you are gone before she's gone, and she has to deal with all that mess. Like, does she know? Is there other scrappers that live? Well, I suppose she could ring Jed and get Jed to come and take it all away.
I've already spoke to the scrapyard, made it right.
They come and just haul it all away.
Yeah, give her before.
They'll even take you away in for a fee, will they? When you pop off, they'll even take you down to the scrapyard, throw you in.
He probably went over there and said, in 10 years, when I'm dead, I need y'all to come and get this stuff.
In 10 years. You give them
All
10
gonna
years.
change. All going to change. 9 months' time, I'll be a
Oh.
man of leisure. Man of leisure. In here every day. Just
See, the problem is you're gonna live way past 10 years now. Because you gotta get that you gotta get that grandbaby in training. So
I can't wait till 12 months' time, a year from now. And
There you
we're
go,
all
Mike.
there, and I go, Ian, do you remember a year ago you said that you were going to start clearing out your shed? And we'll see what excuse you come up with then. You know? We'll see what excuse you have.
Well, his excuse in 10 years is going to be that, it's hard to do with, you got to hold the cane in one hand and, that kind of stuff, or the walker with both hands. You can't fit the walker down the aisle of the shed anymore.
a very good point there, Kirk.
and try to hold your pants up so your diaper don't slip. Shark will teach you how to do that now. He's already at that.
His granddaughter will be 10 years old in 10 years' time, so he'll
Right.
have her trained to be stripping everything out.
Hey, yes, good point.
Hey, that's child abuse. Don't suggest that. You can go to jail for treating children that way.
Child labor, so it will be. Hey, and the best thing is you don't have to pay family members. That's the best thing.
Yeah, Ron, I saw your comment today. Look at it. Why would you look at a video 5 years ago?
Well, every so often old videos pop up, for people that may have not seen an old video belong to you, and they'll pop up, and then they go, "Oh, is this a new one belong to Ian?" Next thing they go, "Hold on a second, that shed is empty. That can't be Ian's shed."
It makes you wonder where it all comes from.
Yeah,
Where what comes from?
the stuff
All that?
behind it.
Well,
Well,
All
it's
the
all,
stuff you go past. We know where it's coming from, Ian.
the problem is, and I have the same problem, is to get the time to scrap it all out when you're working full time. So when you come home in the evening from work, sometimes you just don't want to go out scrapping stuff out, but you might have brought a carload of stuff home with you. So you're adding stuff to stuff that's not already scrapped out.
this is true. This is so true. And then you
Yeah.
get somebody who says, "Have you got one of these?" And you
7 hours later, yeah, right here.
7 hours, I'd say that's a good 14 hours work there.
it's a good hour. It's a good hour to put everything back.
What I love about Ian is when he has to do a really video on something where he has to take everything out of the shed to do the video. and then put everything back into the shed after you've done the video.
I don't do those videos anymore.
That's one way to solve that problem.
And did you do
Oh,
any?
wounds, mate. That wounds me. Wounds me.
Spot the difference. I was going to say, did you do any casting this weekend, Ian? Did you do any melting? No.
Nope.
Did you order anything off your sponsors? Did you get any new device ordered or anything? No. Ian. What's happened?
Ian, your buddies over there have been on my case for the last 2 weeks for me to start reviewing some product for them. I'm like, I felt like writing back to him and saying, well, I don't know, Mr. Matthews wasn't particularly pleased with
I would, but unfortunately, the stuff I want, they won't send to the UK. You know,
Yeah.
So it limits things a lot. You know, and there are things like I can say, okay, get myself, I'll have one of those hydraulic presses. I'll be able to do all my alternators. Where would I put an hydraulic press? So.
And how many times are you going to do that with your alternator?
Correct. So, we'll see. Something will happen sooner or later. I'll be honest as well. With Glyn being ill, and it's kind of made me think about things a little. So, all last week, to be honest, I've been enjoying myself. I've been coming home. I've been reading a book, or I've been watching something on the iPad, Netflix or something. I know I said earlier who has time for that. I've been thinking, there's got to be more to life than just this. So,
but I thought you enjoyed this.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you enjoy the scrapping, then it's good. But if you enjoy something more than scrapping, well, then do something you enjoy more than scrapping. It all depends what you. Some days, as I said, some days I come home and I don't want to do any scrapping. I wouldn't want to, and stuff like that, and I just watch a film or whatever. Well, most days I don't want to do any scrapping at the moment because I just can't get into the shed to do it. So until I get my new shed finished, and my plan is to take so much out of the old shed, bring it into the new shed, scrap it straight away, and then bring so much in and get the other shed empty. That's my plan. But I know what's probably going to happen is I'll start moving stuff from one shed to the other, and then I'll have 2 full sheds instead of having.
Well, you guess, don't you? You'll pick something up, you think, oh, right, okay, and you have a play about with that, then you'll do something else. Then you'll pick a bag that's got this in and a bag that's got that in, and you'll add them together. And then, but to put into something, you have to empty something else to make that empty, to put those 2 into that. You're just playing spinning plates.
It's like moving stuff around. That's all you're doing. Moving stuff.
Today, I should not have spent an hour de-pinning all those IDE plugs. I should have been saying, right, what's the biggest thing in here that's scrap? And break that down. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's what I should have been doing. But, there's a little bit of therapeuticness in just de-pinning.
Show us them. Are they gold or are they?
They look gold or brass.
They look gold.
They're gold.
Looks like brass to me.
No, they're gold.
There's one
Nah,
here.
it's brass.
One here.
It's brass.
It don't matter. They're going in the mid grade with the rest of the board.
It's
I'd have
brass.
to pull them off.
So let me ask a question then.
What up, homie?
Why did you rather surreptitiously take a MOSFET off one board an hour ago, and you're going to leave all them on there?
Because I deal with copper, not gold. Gold refining to me is bleh.
Like, could you not send them to your refiner? Would he not do them for you?
He don't do these.
Okay. Yeah, they're only gold plated anyhow. So
yeah.
You have.
Don't
I hope I
Yeah.
answered your question. Ian.
It's all only gold plated, isn't it?
There's some wires in certain items are actually gold wire, very thin gold wire. It's not gold plated. Like in the IC chips that I'm working on, hopefully the gold wires in there. When I get around to finally doing it all, hopefully them wires are all solid gold. You know, there's certain things have, but they're very, very small. Look at the size of the TA caps.
Tantalum caps. Is that
Yeah.
what tantalums?
You see our transistor caps, is it? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, no, the scrapper as a hobbyist scrapper, you never really get everything scrapped out the way you want to. You do a bit of this, a bit of that, and if you were a full-time scrapper, you wouldn't waste your time pulling pins. You'd be moving scrap out quicker. You'd be getting rid of stuff quicker. That's the thing about it.
The stuff I've done today,
You wouldn't waste your time on it.
tiny little bits of brass out of things. You know, you wouldn't.
Yeah, but
My
that's how.
My refiner won't do the IC chips like some knuckleheads do. He'll do the ones with the gold on them, like that.
Yes.
He'll do these, but he won't do just the regular ones. No. There you have it. Hey, Ian, did you see my face?
Hey, Cruiser Mac. Good to see you. Cruiser Mac is he put up a short there of him. Was it last week or the week before? It might have been going to one of them state sales, and I just said to him, "Try not to come home with more than you went to it."
He's shocking at hoarding beer memorabilia.
Well, he brings a rake of stuff with him to sell at one of these fairs or these sales, and he ends up buying more than what he brought with him. He comes back with more than he went. You know, which is a typical hoarder sort of characteristic. Mission unsuccessful. You know, but I must go here. I nearly forgot something.
He's like,
Everyday Solid is go and doing her thing after us, so I just need to get her link ready to put into the chat.
I'm just looking at this little tub here, this little heart-shaped box. And you think, what's in there that any use what anybody wants? You know, there's a Queen Victoria coin there. You know, 1816. That's going to be silver, isn't it? Half crown. And a little spirit level. And then just piles of shit. And you think, why?
Yeah, why?
Why? You know, I know why I've got the nail varnish.
Is that for when you do your nails?
It is.
He said, "Yeah."
It is.
At least he's honest. Yes.
What color are you doing your nails this week, Ian?
Shimmering silver.
You should paint him Stolar's red.
Ian seen silver wrote on the nail polish and he thought there was actual silver in it. So that's why he stole it.
Hey, is there any religious people in here? I got a question.
I don't know.
Check this out. Look.
Hold on. I'm just doing something here. Hold on. Come back. There we go. Right, go on.
I found this cross.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like a normal cross. Why is there a skull and crossbones at the bottom of it?
That's interesting.
I've never seen this. And I offered this to somebody who is religious, and they said they don't want it.
And Ian, what about your cross there? Is there a skull underneath it? No.
Well, Oh,
So I'm debating whether to throw it in the brass pile or hang it on this wooden cross I got for Ian's grave.
I'm not having a grave. I'm going to be incinerated and my ashes scattered.
Oh, Jesus.
His ashes are going to be
You're
scattered
just
on
gonna
the scrap yard
pollute
somewhere.
the world.
The old anvil yard, they're going to scatter his ashes around the old anvil yard so he can haunt all the other scrappers when they come in.
So
Well,
I kind of thought it went on here, but it's got that hook, and there's no other markings on this.
The
So,
only thing I could possibly say, it might be something to do with the hill of Golgotha where he was crucified, which something, if I remember reading, was something about the hill of skulls or something.
so would I be wrong if I threw it in my brass pile?
I think Shark may have some information. He's looking at something there.
So yeah, that was the thing. It's like older crucifixes. There was something here about it referring to Adam. So yeah, that was actually a thing.
That they used to put on some of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Right. Well, it's nearly time for me to go. So, Shark, Scrapper, what's the plan for the week?
Well, let's see. We're going to be busy getting the shark cage ready for the move, reducing a bunch of scrap there. I got to make a decision on what I'm going to do with the scale. And my father-in-law turns 95, so we're driving down to see him, to spend the day with him. It'll actually be an overnight thing, so that sort of breaks up the week a little bit.
Okay.
And then we're only doing videos twice a week now, so Tuesday, Friday, and then the Patreon folks get theirs on Thursday, and then we'll do our live again next week.
Okay. Ian Matthews, what's your plan for the week?
Tidy my bench up, put it back to normal.
Until the neighbour comes in and asks you to buy something again.
No, I'm going. And all week I'm going to practice saying no. No, I haven't. Sorry, can't help you. No.
Okay, so you've nothing planned for the week.
No.
Okay.
I did 3 videos yesterday. Bloody hell, that's enough.
Ian Matthews, 3 videos in a day is a pain.
I do it all the time.
I know.
Hey, scrap it together. Hello, Bill.
Hey, scrapping together. So, Ewis Mike, how many videos do you plan on getting out this week?
1. But I'm gonna tidy up my bench.
Okay.
1.
Nah.
1 per hour, maybe.
You know what? I didn't do a video all weekend. Ian, look.
Look at this. Look at that. Look at the clean shaven.
I'm coming over
Hey, you
here.
know what? He kind of looks like Parkness.
I got something to say to you after this is not live anymore.
Cruiser Mac, who is that imposter? It's
Hey,
No
Steve.
kidding. You could be Parkness' brother.
Right. Anyhow,
I'm annoying. Hey, I'm annoying, but I'm not that annoying. But anyway,
what? Anything else, Mike?
I was just gonna say I got a scrap yard run tomorrow, and then computers for the next 17 days, and I'm gonna try to go to board sort on the 29th.
Well, you should have plenty of boards with all them computers you got, so that won't be an issue.
The way I have it figured out, I'm gonna be going every month for the next few months. So
There you go. And
Yeah.
this time last year, you had all that hassle of moving house and everything, wasn't it? It was starting around. Was it around this time or next month? Was it a year ago that you had the hassle of having to move house and there was no stuff coming in and you ended up having to get a job and stuff like that. See how things changed in a year.
I know.
You know how things can change in a year.
Oh,
Yeah.
and these dirty bastards over here sent me a jury duty notice. So wait till I go in there. Whoever that poor sap is already guilty.
Okay, we have to go. I put the link in for Everyday Solars. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do before we finish up. Head over to Solars and see you next Sunday, which is St. Patrick's Day. So make sure you wear your green for St. Patrick's Day. Bye bye. Scrap you all later.